Hello friends, in this lecture we will study the two applications of our transistor, that is how to use our transistor as a switch and how to use our transistor as an amplifier. Now the learning outcomes. After studying this topic, student will be able to understand how to use our transistor as an on switch and how to use our transistor as an off switch. Similarly, how to use our transistor as an amplifier. Now let's see how to use our transistor as an open switch or off switch. As we know, to use our transistor as an open switch or off switch, we need to bias our transistor in cutoff region. In cutoff region means our both the junctions, that is base emitter as well as collector base junction, should be connected in reverse bias. Now let's design the circuit to work our transistor in cutoff region. Now here this circuit indicates that the common emitter configuration by using your NPN transistor. Now to operate this transistor in cutoff region, our base emitter as well as collector base junction should be in reverse bias. Now here the collector base junction is already in reverse bias because of that plus VCC, means the positive terminal of the supply is connected with the collector or the n-type semiconductor material. This indicates that our collector base junction is connected in reverse bias. But what about our base emitter junction? Now if suppose we apply input voltage which is equals to 0, means that indicates our base terminal is open. Now when our base terminal is open or our input voltage equals to 0, then that indicates our base emitter junction is also connected in reverse bias condition. So in this way we can say that our base emitter as well as collector base junctions are connected in reverse bias. Now when our both the junctions are reverse bias, then our input current, that is IB, which is equals to 0, and due to this IB equals to 0, our output current, that is IC, will be equals to 0, because as we know, for the common emitter configuration, our output current, that is IC, is totally depends on the input current, that is IB. So as input voltage equals to 0, so the input current is also equals to 0, and due to this input current equals to 0, output current is also equals to 0, that is IC equals to 0. Now let's apply the KVL to the collector loop. Now when we apply KVL to the collector loop, then we will get this equation, that is VCC minus ICRC. Now what is ICRC? ICRC is the voltage drop across the collector resistance, that is RC, minus VCE. Now what is VCE? VCE is the voltage drop across the collector and emitter junction. So the final equation, that is VCC minus ICRC minus VCE, which is equals to 0. Now when we rearrange this equation, then we will get, that is VCC, which is equals to ICRC plus VCE. But the collector current or our output current or IC, which is equals to 0. Now when we put IC equals to 0 in equation number 2, then we will get VCE, which is equals to VCC, where VCE is the voltage drop across the transistor. As we know, for the common emitter configuration, VCE is the output voltage. So the output voltage drop across the transistor, which is maximum, which is VCC. Then next, output current, that is IC, which is equals to 0, that indicates the large resistance, and due to this large resistance our transistor will operate as an open switch or off switch, means maximum voltage drop across the transistor, then minimum current which is flowing through the transistor. Due to this the large resistance across the transistor, and due to that large resistance our transistor will operate as an open switch or off switch. This is how to use our transistor as an off switch. Now let's see how to use our transistor as a closed switch or on switch. Now to operate our transistor as a closed switch or on switch, we need to bias our transistor in saturation region. Now saturation region means our both the junctions, that is base emitter as well as collector base junctions should be connected in forward bias condition. Now let's design the circuit. Now here this circuit indicates that the common emitter configuration by using your NPN transistor. Now VBB is the external biasing voltage which is applied to make your base emitter junction is in forward bias condition. Now when you apply VBB, then the base current will flow, and due to this base current we are going to saturate our transistor in saturation region. So to operate our transistor in saturation region, one important condition is that adjust the value of VBB and RB, that is base resistor, in such a way that the large IB will flow. Now when this large IB will flow, then this will saturate the transistor in saturation, because IB is greater than that of your IC by beta. Means when our base current is greater than that of your IC by beta, where beta is the current amplification factor for the common emitter configuration, then our transistor will operate in saturation region. And as we know, as per the output characteristics of our common emitter configuration, when our transistor will operate in saturation region, then the voltage drop across the transistor is minimum, which is in between 0.1 volt to 0.3 volt. So this indicates that the low voltage drop across the transistor, then the large current is flowing through the transistor, that is IC, that will indicate the low resistance. So the transistor will act as a closed switch or on switch. Now this circuit shows that your transistor will working as a closed switch or on switch, and this is how to operate our transistor as a closed switch or on switch. Now the last application of our transistor, that is how to use our transistor as an amplifier. Now before going to use our transistor as an amplifier, two important conditions are, first of all, in lecture number 2 we have seen the two configurations of our transistor, that is common base configuration and common emitter configuration. For common base configuration, we observe that the current amplification factor, that is alpha DC, or the current gain for the common base configuration is less than unity. So the common base configuration is not suitable to use as an amplifier. But in common emitter configuration, we observe that our current amplification factor or current gain, which is beta DC, is very greater, or which lie between the 19 to 199. That's why the common emitter configuration is suitable to use as an amplifier, because if the current gain is high, then we can convert our weak signal into strong signal, means amplification. Now let's design the circuit uh, of our common emitter configuration in active region. Now this circuit indicates that the common emitter configuration by using your NPN transistor. And here VBB and VCC, these are the external biasing voltage to operate our transistor in active region. As the positive terminal of VBB is connected with the base and the negative terminal is connected with the emitter, similarly the positive terminal of VCC is connected with the collector and the negative terminal is connected with the emitter. That indicates our base emitter junction is in forward bias condition and collector base junction is in reverse bias condition. Now let's see how to use our transistor as an amplifier. Now when we apply the input signal between base and emitter, now what will happen? During the positive half cycle of the input signal, the forward bias across the base emitter junction will increase. Therefore, the more electrons from the emitter to the collector will flow via the base terminal, and this will cause the increase in the collector current, that is output current. And due to increase in collector current, the voltage drop across the collector resistance, that is RC, will increase. As the voltage drop will increase, and that indicates our the amplification. And similarly for negative half cycle, the forward bias across the emitter base junction will decrease. As the forward bias will decrease, then the collector current will also decrease, and this will result the voltage, output voltage across the collector resistance will also decrease, and this is how to obtain our amplified signal. And the last waveform indicates the output signal which is amplified by using your common emitter configuration or by using your active region. The important thing in transistor as an amplifier is that due to beta DC is very high, so as we know the beta DC is the current amplification factor or the current gain. So if our output current is higher, then that indicates for minimum input current, if suppose our output current is higher, then that indicates our amplification. As our output current is the multiplication of our current gain and the input current, and the current gain is already very high, which lie between 19 to 199. So in this way we can use our transistor as an amplifier due to the high value of our beta DC or due to the high value of our current amplification factor. Okay, this is how to use our transistor as an amplifier. Thank you.